Hey guys, it's Haley Elizabeth, and today I'm going to be doing a books and makeup tag. So basically what it is, while you're putting on your makeup, each of the little makeup things, like for example, foundation, has a little question that you answer with a book. So yeah, let's get started. So the first question has to do with moisturizer, and they didn't have anything about primer, and I definitely do primer. So we're going to do moisturizer along with primer, and what I use this primer. It's the Master Prime by Maybelline, and I use just this moisturizer that I got. And the question is, the book that covers all you're looking for in a book. Now, that book for me is The Darkest Minds, written by Alexandra Bracken. I just read this yesterday, and I just flew through it, and oh my god! It has the romance you want, like the cute moments and stuff. It's got action. The characters are fantastic, and villains that you kind of understand where they're coming from, but not really. I hate you, Clancy. So the next thing on here is eyeshadow primer, and I just use the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. And the question thing is your favorite world building, and I think you know where I'm gonna go with this. Anything Cassandra Clare has written. So basically the Mortal Instruments, the Infernal Devices, and the Dark Artifices. The world building is so good, I could never. The next thing we're moving on to is foundation. So I just use this e.l.f. Flawless Finish foundation, and I just do a pump on my finger and then put it on my face. Basically the question for this is, which in a series is your favorite first book? And I would have to say Mara Dyer, The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer. And I don't have the first book with me, but I have the second book with me, so here it is. If you haven't read this yet, you're insane. Please go read it. Seriously. And once it's on my face, I'm just going to use this little mirror. I buff it in with this foundation brush. So I kind of just, you do the thing. Now the next thing I normally do is concealer, but it doesn't seem that there's a question for concealer, so I'm going to make something up on my own. So basically, what's a book that makes you want to conceal it in public while reading it? You know what I'm talking about, when you're reading some cute scenes and then the characters are kissing all of a sudden and you kind of just turn your brightness down on your phone a little bit, or you kind of cover up the book. I'm gonna say most books, kind of every book. I read a lot in Spanish class and on my phone, and my brightness is just always turned down all the way. It's not that I'm reading anything bad, it's just I don't want someone to be like, what are you doing? So yeah. So the next thing is powder. So I do powder, it's just CoverGirl, and I'm very extra, and not only do I put powder on my face, but I also bake my face every day. And for those of you who don't know what baking is, it's when you just let the powder rest there, and it kind of makes the fine lines go away and stuff. So I do this and then I bake it. So basically the question for that was your favorite book in a series, the last one. Do you know me at all? If you didn't know, already know this answer, it's Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare. So now that I look like this, I'm going to let that sit there for a while, and the next thing is eyeshadow, and it's a book that has your favorite colors on it. My favorite color is Periwinkle, and I don't think I've ever seen a book with a periwinkle cover, so I chose some pretty other colors that I like. So I like this light pastel pink on Rebel Belle, and I like this green color on Fangirl. So yeah, now I'm going to do my eyeshadow. Now being me, I never know what look I'm going for, I just kind of do it. So I always start off with the Naked 2 Basics palette, and I always just start off with the color Stark, and that's always my base no matter what I do. So I just cover my lid in that. Then I think I'm going to take the Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia, Beverly Hills, and I'm going to take, let's go fun, let's go with Love Letter. That's a pretty shade. Actually, let's start with something I don't know how to pronounce. Here you go. It's a lighter purpley shade, and I'm just going to put that up in my crease. After this color, I'm going to take Love Letter very lightly because it's very pigmented, and I'm going to do the same thing by putting in my crease. There's my cat, just like always. We're going for a super fun look, as you can tell. We're literally doing such a fun look. Now we're going to take a little bit of red ochre, and I'm going to take the brush that came with it and just like pat, and then just put that like in the outer corner. Oh my god, so pigmented. That was a little bit too much. Hey. I'm going to put a little bit of the red ochre underneath my eyes in the waterline, just to pull this fun look together. I love being blind. Now, just using my finger that doesn't have a nail on it, I'm going to take Vermeer, which is also in the palette, and I'm just going to put that over my lid so we get some sparklies up in here. Now that I've dusted off the bake, I'm going to go to bronzer now. And so I use this Selfie palette, and I use the shade Totally Toasted, and I just do what you would normally do. And the question was a highlight of your book career. And I have got to say it's City of Heavenly Fire, written by Cassandra Clare, and the Mortal Instruments series. A surprise? Not really. 725 pages of awesome. I read these in 7th grade at the end of it. And the Mortal Instruments is literally the book series that got taps off makeup off book, is the book series that got me into books and reading. So the next thing is blush. And I use this Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in Party. And the question is a book series that has cringeworthy romance. Let me tell you, I read a lot of books that have some cringeworthy romance, but it happens to be more on like ebooks, and I can't think of any right now. So if I had to choose one, all in all, it's just cringeworthy. I have to say Matched, written by Ali Condi. Just the book in itself is cringy. Sorry. So yeah, I take the blush, and then I take a little blush brush, and I do the thing you do with blush. Now the next thing is highlight, so I use this highlight palette thing, and the question is, well, there really wasn't a question, so I kind of made it up myself. A book that made your day or brightened your day. I have to say I'll give you The Sun, even though I know it's not the happiest of books, but it made my day because I love it so much. So what I'm going to do is, oh my god, it's falling. It's falling. There it goes. I'm going to use this gold shade right here and just brighten my life. To be honest, that's what highlight does. Wait for it. Now we are moving on to the most crucial part of my makeup, which is my eyebrows, since I literally don't have any. And the question for this one was a novella that like fills in all the gaps that novels left, and I hate to be that person, but I don't read novellas. Most of the time novellas are about like other people. Like, for example, the Dorothy Must Die series. I love that series, but the novellas aren't about Amy Gum or Knox, so I don't read them. I'm back with brows. The next thing is mascara, and I use the Roller Lash mascara, but I kind of still use the Lash Sensational because I like the wand of it. And so the question is a long book. The longest book I own is City of Heavenly Fire, but I've already used that book. So now I'm going to say Lady Midnight, because look at this. This is the first book in a series, guys. It's like 500 pages. Thank you, Cassandra Clare. Also, pre-order Lord of Shadows comes out May 23rd. That's in like something days. It'll be up here. Alright, I'm going to curl these first, and then I'm going to put some mascara on. Okay, so the next thing I do is setting spray, but that's not on the list, so I'm going to just do it. So I use the Urban Decay All-Nighter and just... I just made my lips really wet. I'm confused. Also, mascara changes you as a person if you have blonde eyelashes. Who's this? I don't know her. Well, now I know her. I don't know the me before the mascara or the eyebrows. Ah! So the next thing on the list is lipstick. What I use normally is a liquid lipstick thing, so I'm going to do that. And the question is the best kiss scene in a book. I thought long and hard about this, but first I'm going to moisturize my lips with some argan oil. It took me forever to think about this, and I ended up picking Obsidian from the Lux series, written by Jennifer L. Armentrout, aka one of my favorite series of all time. Yeah, their first kiss, magic. Literally. Okay. I don't need to explain it. Do I need to explain it to you guys? I don't want to. But it's so good. Read it, please. Alright, and the liquid lipstick I chose today was ColourPop Beeper, because it kind of like has a purplish tint to it, so. Oh, by the way, liquid lipstick isn't super mattifying if you use that argan oil, so that kind of sucks. And it's on my teeth! Yes, so this is my completed look. Basically an everyday thing except for the eyeshadow. Okay guys, see you in my next video. Bye!